My name is Gene Waller. I served from 1967 until I retired in 2007. I was in the military in the U.S. Air Force. I was stationed in Kirtland Air Force Base in New Mexico. And in that 4 years' time, I went to Alaska, Panama, Argentina, American Samoa, and a few places I can't remember. But yeah, I was there, and then when I joined the reserves, I ended up going to Puerto Rico and Panama and a few other places. And then when I got activated in 2003, I went to the desert over in Kuwait. And then I went in 2004, I went to the island of Qatar over there and came back. But meantime, I went also into Germany and a couple other places in between that were just short trips. But then I got retired in 2007. Well, when I went to different parts of the countries and everything, then you only go with your crew. It's probably about 25 to 30 people when you go TDY. TDY, when you go to different places from your base, your home base, and it's temporary duty yonder is what it's called. Then you kind of feel isolated because you're the only ones there and you're in a foreign country. And like, you get used to it after a while. And like now with the virus going on, it doesn't bother me. I can't go to Walmart because of the coronavirus, but I have some very fine children that come and bring me some groceries if I ask. And I do go to the gas station and put some gas in, but I put on my little rubber gloves. I don't feel isolated because I live out in the country and I live on a farm. I can go out to the woods and I can go out in the fields and go down to my pond. Yeah, my opinion, between Saudi Arabia oil fields and Russian oil fields are having a fight over there trying to figure out who's going to produce more or less. And the more they produce, the less the price of gas is. So they're having a fight, and they're in OPEC, and they're trying to figure out who's going to produce more or less and try to keep the oil prices up, so we have to pay more for gas.
Michael Allen Porth, Navy, aboard the USS Wichita as a AOR-1 amphibious oil replenisher, 82 to 85. Our home base was Alameda, Oakland, Alameda, San Francisco Bay. We went Westpac, everything west of the States. Went as far south as Australia, so I became a shellback across the equator. Panama Canal, Philippines, Guam, Japan, Taiwan, South Korea, Alaska, and the way I got my Expeditionary Service Medal was in '83 off the coast of Siberia in Soviet waters. We had lockdown at some ports we go in because of certain things going on, so you could never leave the ship. And then when we were allowed in Soviet waters, it was very tight because we had the Soviet Navy around us, and they did not know how to replenish underway like we do. So we had to really watch what we did, when we did, and really, had to follow protocol. As far as the pandemic, you're hearing different stories, where it came from and such, but eventually they're going to find out where this came from. And if this came from a lab, there's probably going to be some pretty serious repercussions for it, because this is very serious stuff. I mean, there's a lot of people dying from it, and more than died in Vietnam War.